gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Notre Dame's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game...
There he goes! Discards him with a stiff arm. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gilbert. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He got it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They just keep firing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Off the play fake. Trying to find the end zone. He gets it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Navy's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. defense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Running the option. It's Flowers. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. To the air, it's Van Buren. They'll run the screen. Got enough space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Stone. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the option, it's Flowers. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back on the move. Wants to bring it back. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. The option look. He'll do it himself. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. You've got to be able to run if you're the Navy quarterback like Roger the Dodger back in the day.
Yeah, you know it. You came here, you signed up for it. When you go to Navy and you play quarterback, you know what your responsibilities are. And just running the football with some toughness, making great decisions, that is your job.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
He'll ride his man on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Goes to the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. They put on the heat and they blocked it. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, what a move to get room. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Flowers. Gets it out fast. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Quarterback may change this route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target, and as a result, that ball's incomplete.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Finds a tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line is set on 3rd down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off from the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Sets up the screen. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Leaves it with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got room on the return. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. And that last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles. In college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Flowers. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. The throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Navy quick to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The short hands, it's Wade. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice game. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense playing a bail technique. Rushes on him, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass on second down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on third and half a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And that's a microcosm of the kind of day it's been for this offense. Points have been hard to come by. Only 7 points, and finally here late in the game, you get an opportunity down close, and you throw an interception. They're going to have to go back, watch the film, and improve before taking the field next week.
He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Duggar. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. One more play to pad the stats. They'll go back to the air on second down. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of